Hey, this is Peachy.
I'm Moose.
This is Sudan.
And we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, stapled together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today.
Step Together Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Stapled Together Podcast for the comic book release week of Wednesday, July 8th. I'm Peachy.
I'm Moose.
I'm Sudan.
And let's go ahead and jump into our news segment.
No news is like good news, it's like bad news, it's like news.
What you got for us, Suze?
We did it wrong, right? We did it wrong. We went counterclockwise instead of clockwise. Is it counter? It is counterclockwise.
Always counterclockwise.
I don't know why it's such a problem. My news is that.
Well, that was this week in Confusion with Stapled Together. Who goes first?
Every week.
Back to you, Luz.
Every week.
Every week.
My news is I closed out of the page that I had with my news pulled up. But
that's nice.
it was just announced today that pre-orders for a book coming out November 24th start today for a book by an author that I like by the name of Ernest Cline. The book title is Ready Player 2.
Oh, that's big news.
That is big news.
Wait, is it going to suck as much as the movie?
I'm hoping not, because the book was real good.
The book was great.
And here's the cover that they released for the book.
Oh, that is absolutely awesome. It looks just like the first one,
Except it's blue, and instead of running for the key, the little guy is running for a little crystal in the O.
There's a dude in the O?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a book. Cool.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I didn't know there was one in the first book.
Yep.
I haven't actually read the book, but I did do the audiobook.
Yes.
And man, awesome. I'm too lazy to read.
Right.
I actually have Ooze read my comics to me. Oh, wait. Now what does the picture show?
In the O.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, he's going for a key. Yeah. It's my favorite book, Ready Player 1, so I'm really excited for Ready Player 2. I'm really hoping that they don't make a movie out of it, even though I know that they're going to.
Right.
So,
but it's been long rumored for a minute, right? The second book?
He's confirmed it multiple times. He said that he's been writing it since Armada came out in 2015.
Okay.
It's just taken a really long time, and they did say that he needed to finish, or that they were slated for a next movie, and he's like, I should probably finish writing the next book before you guys do the next movie, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never finished Armada, unfortunately.
Here's hoping they recast everyone but H.
Yes. I agree.
Sounds good to me.
And just redo the entire first movie.
Yeah.
Honestly. But
like they're doing with the last three Star Wars movies. Just retconning it.
That's completely false rumors at this point.
Fake news.
The biggest thing is they think that since Kathleen Kennedy's contract ends in 2021, that they're just not going to renew it because she hasn't talked about it yet. Yeah, they're hoping she leaves. No.
I see.
There's so many. They hate that. This cancer
George
silliness.
Lucas is pissed.
Silliness that's going on. What do I got? I've got news.
What have you got for us today, Sudan?
Who am I?
Sudan?
Buddy. Stop me. We haven't done it.
No, we
But
haven't.
we've all talked about doing it at some point, and that is something that every comic book owner should do
Oh, not drugs.
if they want to immortalize their collection, especially key
yes.
issues. It is comic book grading.
Yeah.
Currently, CDC is one of the
Yeah.
big giants. So there's a CBCG,
And CGS.
CGS. They're also the big comic book grading companies, and they
Yeah.
do reach out. They do other kind of stuff. But the big thing that was announced recently, and it kind of affects my world, with my YouTube channel, Sudan segment, Pokemon cards. They are now taking card submissions and doing playing cards and other cards, which is going to kind of push them into Beckett and PSA's world, which is kind of going to change that. Because there's also been the rumor that Beckett and PSA were going to jump into the comic book world and have a multitude of different things, so it's making it a really good option. So this was a big announcement because there's a lot. I collect cards. I like them, and I want to immortalize them, especially key pieces. I also want to get some of my key issues, my Scotty Young signed comics and stuff like that.
Yes.
Graded and such.
I wouldn't mind getting... I mean, there's a longer list of books I wouldn't mind getting graded. I currently don't even own, a slabbed book. Nothing in a hard plastic case, whatever, with... Of course, then nothing graded, so I'm not going to have a slab book, but I really do want to get that going in my collection, especially with some of the favorites.
So that's what I was thinking as well. There's some that I want, but then I'm always I want to be able to get this artist to do this one and then get it graded, and it's not so much that I want. And the thing is these grading services provide a great option for a lot of collectors to not only keep their collection protected, but sell it off. That's a big resale part of it. Me, and I believe Ooze would probably be on this one, is that this would seal and immortalize those things. That can't be damaged anymore unless severe. And that's where I want to, but none of us have that kind of funds, and that's where the problem is
has
that...
a couple slabs.
I'm sorry. Who does?
The nephew.
The other thing is that their pricing is where it's going to set them a little weird, is because they're a little high on the scale.
Right.
Which I don't know if that's going to come down as time goes on, because I think CDC is one of the higher ones for comic books too.
Yeah.
Value wise.
Yeah, they're one of the newer ones too. Actually, within the last 10 years or so, something like that. I'm pretty sure that's the new one, CDC.
So this will be interesting to see how this affects all the realms and stuff like that, especially Midgar. There's other ones.
This was
Give Pfeffel.
I remember.
I don't know where he's from. Asgard. That one. Asgard there.
Asgard. Yes. No, I remember when they started, I was getting regular emails from them and being CGS CGS has a huge backlog right now. It's taking 12 months to get your books back that you send in to get graded and authenticated and all of that. Blah blah blah. We're starting up fresh and new, and we guarantee turn on for no longer than 4 weeks. Blah blah blah. So I'm that's super cool, and I've always kept my eye on them, but never sent them anything.
See, they've been already taken from certain collectible cards agencies and stuff like that have been working and doing the grading for those particular ones, and they kind of hired a few big ones, and it's interesting to see how they do it. But I'm wondering if it's going to be worth it because of their pricing range and how it'll affect the collectibles market in general.
Right.
You know, because everybody's like, the same thing was with Beckett is overrun. So is PSA. You got
Right.
a lot of recent sets from like Magic and a lot of different other sets that had these big cards, so everybody's sending them to get it.
Right.
You know, I personally have my Charizard card and a bunch of other cards. I've been waiting 4 weeks for at this point, but I'm fine. I mean, that'll be cool, but it's still like, I'm curious to see how their turnaround will be.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I got.
Nice.
Cool beans.
Good stuff. Bambi and I just finished watching The Umbrella Academy Season 1.
Yes.
We enjoyed the hell out of it. Bambi had read the books before. She didn't remember much from them, but she seemed to really enjoy the Netflix's adaptation that they put together there. But a second trailer, an actual, instead of a teaser, came out 3 minutes long. A lot of super cool stuff. A lot happened. A lot packed into that 3 minutes. I can't even pinpoint anything. Diego looks like Lobo.
Dallas.
Texas. Yeah.
Dallas. It's very specific.
Dallas. What's his name over there? And, all this stuff. And there's Hazel.
Hair is different and...
Yeah. Different things going on. It's exciting, so we're pretty excited for that. That's, of course, if you're a fan, you probably already know July 31st is when we get Season 2, so sit tight, just a little bit longer to go, and we'll have that to digest.
Indeed.
But I guess that does it for our news segment, so...
Cool.
Ooh. I guess let's go ahead and jump into the comic book reviews. Whoa. Comic book reviews.
Comic book! By the way,
yes.
Do you guys know that the premiere of Star Trek Discovery Season 3 is actually going to be pretty much a premiere of a new series? Because, the way that it's going to be, the 2 previous series were kind of, stuck in canon and stuff. Where they go now is completely what they want to do. We already know the characters, so we don't have to go through that setup. It's going to be a whole new series for us. So I'm actually this might be a beginning point for a lot of franchise stars.
Yeah.
Hopefully they, take the initiative to boldly go.
Where no
person
has gone before.
Also, Aliens is going to be done by Marvel now, and I hate that. So
Aliens and Predator, reabsorbed, or absorbed those properties from Boom.
I just don't. No, Dark Horse.
Or Dark Horse, my bad.
I don't like it because there was a couple series going already that Dark Horse probably isn't going to be able to finish now, and also Dark Horse has done a really good job over the last 20 years to make their books.
Right.
And
titles are constantly being pulled from them. Aren't they?
It sucks.
It's I'm wondering if they're going to keep the writing staff, because they might move them just right over, and they might continue the stories. A lot of that stuff where Godzilla was one of them. They let the stories finish before they moved to the new teams. Mm-hmm. So that's where I hope.
I did see something that's starting it's effective February, I think.
February. But yeah. Anyway.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Because then when you buy them, I can have your digital codes.
Oh.
Sure, yeah, totally.
You don't use them. Comic book! Comic book! Review! Comic book! Review! It's a comic book review.
That's what it is. So the books that I had this week were Doom Patrol number 7.
Nice.
Continued writing by Gerard Way, art by Jeremy Lambert, also art by... Jeremy Lambert's also writer. Sorry, my bad. Nick Darrington did the art, and... let's see. Inks by Michael Allred and Nick Dearton as well. I think this is the last book in the series.
Number
I'm
7?
pretty sure. Yeah, number 7.
Okay.
because, that's how that works.
Yeah.
So, because a bunch of stuff was happening, and Cliff got turned into Planet, and then into Baby, and main character sort of died, but she's a comic book because she was originally a comic book, and she got brought to life by other things. Now she's a comic book again.
I see.
So I think it's the last issue.
So they should get her graded, and they can hang her on the wall so she never gets damaged.
Immortalize her.
Yeah. The last page says it's never the end, and then it's signed GWND and TB.
Oh, that does sound very phenomenal.
Craig Walker.
Final.
Yeah. Which sucks because it's really confusing, but it was also fun to read because it was so weird and confusing.
Right.
So I'm upset.
Need to check that show out, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mr. Negative got turned into Mr. Positive, and they're like, now it's just over. That's fine. I also had, that I shared with Sudan, Willow number 1. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Willow number 1.
I'll just put this Willow number 1.
So is it a new series, like a separate series?
Yes.
Branch off? Okay.
Writing by Mariko Tamaki, art by Natasha Bustos, and something by Eleanor Bruni. It was good. It's about Willow. It's kind of just her in her head going through stuff, and she was in London, and then she came back, and then she's like, I don't really have anything to come back for, so she took a bus to somewhere else.
Long bus.
A very, very long bus.
You saw that, right?
Yeah,
in that middle page.
Very,
like,
very long.
That's a really long bus.
It's meant for travel for over time with many people, but she was the only one on it, and she got off at a gas station, and then the bus was gone. So yeah,
it's a midnight bus.
Yeah, and there's some witchy stuff happening.
Nice. So they're jumping right in.
Pretty much. It was fun. It was fun to read. I love Willow. Oh, and I got the
great character.
I got the main cover, which was done by Jen Bartel, and then I did the Merker Andolfo cover. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, both of those covers are pretty sweet.
Yeah. This one doesn't look a lot like Willow, but
the animation or the
good.
Illustrations to art style is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like Merker.
I know.
It's hard to.
And then I had Flash number 757 because, Flash.
Right.
It's not a week without Flash.
Last week we didn't have Flash, so that was nice.
No, Justice League's the new Flash. Every week there's a new Justice League.
That's annoying.
It is. I don't even want to read it.
Yeah, it keeps getting put in my hold slot, even though I took it off the hold slot.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't want to read it. Flash number 57, continued writing by Joshua Williamson, art by Rafa Sandoval, and other things. Jordi Tarragona did the inks. Hi-Fi, of course, did the colors. And then I got the Inha Khalik variant cover.
Nice, yeah, it's awesome.
It's the Flash going crazy. And in this issue, everyone is attacking all of these different places that Barry Allen lives and works and cares about, and also the Flash Museum. The people that are attacking are Gorilla Grodd, Golden Glider, and Captain Cold, Trickster, and the Turtle, which, as we learned from the last issue, are now part of the Legion of Zoom.
Yes.
Which is very exciting, but also terrible.
They try to pull them apart like a wishbone.
Yeah.
I think I saw that on Tom King's, or somebody's.
That was the cover for the main cover.
Oh, really?
They were pulling them apart, yeah.
I know somebody had it on their Insta.
Nice. It was Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who you.
Problematic.
I don't know who you follow on
Tom,
Instagram.
Tom, a lot of people, a lot
Right,
of comic
that's-
book people, a
Yeah,
lot.
that's why I'm not going to try and figure out who posted
There's
it.
only two Toms. There's Tom Taylor and Tom King.
I think
they're the
it's
same
Tom
person.
Tom Clancy Brown.
Yeah. Tom Clancy Brown.
Yeah, that's his full name.
They're going crazy.
Okay, I also had Deceased Dead Planet, #1, written by Tom Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Art by
Trevor Hairsine.
Trevor Hairsine. Other things.
Color by Rain Barretto.
Yep.
And you got the Ben Oliver movie variant cover, too.
Ben Oliver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is it supposed to mimic?
Blade Runner?
Oh, okay. I can see it now.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. It's a really cool cover.
It is really cool.
That's why I was like, I really want that cover.
Yeah.
The movie covers have always been the best ones on them. Yeah, the art style is cool on the main cover, but yeah, dude, I want the movie cover.
Yeah. I also got Lois Lane #12. Continued writing by Greg Rucka.
Oh.
Uh,
She said 12 of 12.
That's how she
if we don't say it out loud, it's not real. Continued writing by Greg Rucka and Mike Perkins and Andy Troy and Simon Boland, apparently.
Pike Merkins.
Apparently a lot of people wrote this one.
Yeah.
I got the Mike Perkins cover and also the Amanda Connor and Paul Mounts cover. It's a very end feeling book. Like everything gets like wrapped up fairly nicely. And I mean, Lois like puts out her story about all the people dying and all of the stuff that she was investigating and how there's like splintered realities in these people's heads and how they need help and they're not crazy. This is just what's going on. And it was really good. And the cleaning lady that got deported because of other stuff that was going on that Lois felt super guilty about got brought back and with her family again, which is super awesome. And it was very Lois Laney, but that's not my pick of the week because Deceased Dead Planet is my pick of the week.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Fair enough.
I know.
Is it Sudan's pick of the week?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Never.
It was predictable.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. It was actually pretty good.
I thought it was good. So it's 5 years from the last Deceased issue, and John's Superman, but he doesn't like to be called Superman. And Lois Lane is the president of Earth 2, by the way.
She's not Red Tornado.
And she's not Red Tornado because it's not that Earth 2. It's
Who's John?
a different John
Kent?
The son?
Superboy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he grew up, I
thought his name was something else for some reason. I don't
He
know why.
named him after his dad.
Well,
Look, who's John?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know any effing John.
No.
There's Jon, there's no F in John. Sorry, I had to.
And Damien's Batman.
Oh.
And,
Interesting.
yeah, Lois Lane is president of Earth 2.
Yeah,
I was
that's
excited about that.
freaking crazy.
But they get a signal coming
Things came to a head, huh?
coming back from Earth, and it turns out that it's Cyborg sending out a signal so someone can come and save him because he can't die, but Wonder Woman ripped his head off of his body, so he's just in the ground, like with his head out, like still living and thinking and stuff, and being depresso, basically. So that was a time. I like how they start off with John Constantine, and then he's like not in the rest of the book, by the way.
That's great.
Yeah,
That means probably next issue would be...
Yeah.
He'll probably be some sort of integral part to that.
Oh, yeah. Because, he's drinking by himself in the Oblivion Bar, but not by himself because he has the ashes of his dead best friend and also the memory of ghosts that are haunting him.
Huh.
So, yeah, normal John Constantine stuff.
Right.
But
Isn't that where he was last?
The normal DC.
he's always at the Oblivion Bar.
Drinking?
He's always at the Oblivion Bar drinking. Always.
Fair enough.
It's a hell of a picture for that ad, by the way.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's Wally West.
Ah, nice.
So they go back to Earth, and they're like, yeah, we've been protecting Earth, the Green Lanterns have been protecting Earth, blah, blah, blah. Earth and the sun, because, Superman's just in the sun still, because he's alive, but not alive, he's anti-living, in the sun.
I think the only way he could do that is maintain himself is by being there.
Yeah. So
he's in the Odin sleep.
So that, and then they're like, oh, we have something incoming from Earth. It's going to attack us. And they put up shields, and whatever is coming at them breaks through the Green Lantern shields, because you know who it is?
Sinestro.
No. It's Crypto. And he gets reunited with John, and I almost cried.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, so that was a good time. And then, they go down to Earth and find Cyborg and stuff, and he tries to warn them that she's coming.
Ah.
Because you know who's coming.
What's wrong with her?
What's wrong with who?
Or what's wrong with Wonder Woman?
She's dead. She
got
infected.
That's right. She's
anti-living.
Infected. That's right.
Yeah.
Durr. I'm like, why is she doing this?
But she's a little bit different because I think of her
godness.
Yeah.
So, so she's slightly different, and Cyborg also tries to warn them about that as she's tearing Oliver Queen apart. And
she likes to tear people apart.
Overly predictable, though. They really set that way.
Yeah. Like, oh, I don't want to leave. We're gonna come back, right?
Here's the sword that can kill gods for you.
Right.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say she's tearing all of her comic books up. Wait, what?
But if you remember, Dinah Lance Queen, got turned into Green Lantern after Hal Jordan died. That was Hal, right? I can't keep track of my Green Lanterns. There's too many. So she got turned into Green Lantern. So she also has the God-killing sword.
Oh.
So she got it back from him.
Yeah, originally she had it, and then she gave it to Oliver.
Oh.
Because he doesn't have any powers, and she's super overpowered at this point. But then, Wonder Woman comes and kills Oliver, and Dinah gets all mad and angry, and she goes to kill Wonder Woman, but Cyborg's like, don't, in his very broken words, because he's basically gone crazy over time, can't actually talk. And John's like, oh, I know what he's saying. Stop. And tries to stop Dinah. I'm trying to think of calling her Black Canary and then Green Lantern. So I have to be
Black Lantern, Canary, Black Canary Lantern.
Green Canary.
Ah.
Green Canary?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? And he gets in front of the sword as she's trying to kill Wonder Woman, and he gets stabbed real bad. And he's like, there's a cure for her. We were wrong. So, there's a cure. And, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Superboy's gonna die.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
Or get infected. I mean. Or no, wait, no. He got stabbed by the sword.
But there's blood and stuff. Because Wonder Woman also got stabbed.
Oh.
So, we'll see. And there's a cure, apparently, so...
That's awesome.
That's good. And they were about to go to Poison Ivy's Jungle Kingdom in Gotham
Oh.
to make sure everyone was good.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see how that works out.
Right on.
Because, we were just talking about how in the Unkillables, everything's going to be fine.
Oh.
Jason Todd's there, and Rose Wilson, and, Dr. Fate, and
Right.
a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Mary from Shazam.
Are they on the cover?
You know.
He's on the cover. He's not like the
Yeah.
only person that's on the cover for this one is Wonder Woman that's in the actual book.
No.
Oh, John's in there.
Yeah, the only person that's not in it is Dr. Fate.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah. So, Deceased.
Awesome.
Dead Planet. Number 1.
Sounds good. What a way to kick it off.
Yeah. Pseudo, what did you have?
You gonna make it?
I all of a sudden, like, my brain went blank. I'm like, yeah, I'm good though. I'm good.
Soul of a Alright, so
Suit on. What'd you have this week?
I had books. What's this? So I shared Willow
Yeah.
with the ooze over there. I thought it was pretty good, except for the fact that it wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah. It was definitely like, okay, this is starting something.
I was hoping for more of her stuff in London. Like, why didn't you give us more of that?
Because she was depresso.
Yeah, but she was there for a minute.
Yeah, but she was depresso. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Get over it. And the conveniently finding another lesbian witch out of nowhere is kind of interesting. But I got both covers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm really into the Merca
Mm-hmm.
and Dolfo.
Yeah, it's a good one.
A natural artist.
Oh, okay.
I also had Deceased number 1. That's for the Deceased planet with the ooze over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing, you can see. All the writers that were mentioned before, I got the variant cover after much, convincing of finally getting the one that I wanted. It was good. I was kind of like, the whole setup of all there was kind of like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, this
Yeah.
is like,
I didn't think that they were going to kill him in this issue, but I knew that he was going to die.
Yeah, I was
Right.
like, at some point, like, this, that's the end of him. He's
Yeah.
totally getting bited. I was hoping that he would get some sort of, like, awesome, like, final bit, but no, just throw the sword, yay, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm looking forward to this. This series has not been disappointing at all. So yeah, Willow 7 out of 10, Deceased 8 out of 10. Sorry, 8 out of 10.
Nice.
No Jaro, but we removed that kicker.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Next book I had is I don't know if I shared this with you. Oh yeah, you didn't get it. Batman: The Adventures Continue, number 2. Continue writing by Alan Burnett, art by Ty Templeton, Monica Cubini. I'm sorry, Cubina is her name. She did the coloring, and then I got the Sean Murphy and Matt Hollingsworth cover with good old Destro front and center.
Mm-hmm.
We Are Wrong, the dude that was like weird-eyed in the distance.
That was Jason. No? Or not Jason.
It's not Deathstroke, but we don't know who he is yet.
Oh.
Deathstroke pointed him out when he showed up. He's like, "Oh, by the way, I helped you with this. That guy's over there watching you."
It's right up.
But yeah, Deathstroke was kind of a different kind of character. It was kind of interesting to see him kind of like all like, "Hey, Batman, I'm that assassin guy you know about." He's obviously playing everybody to his own means, and I'm curious how they're playing. Batman, he's like, "Yeah, I don't trust him."
As he should be.
And then Tim's like, he's pretty badass, but I don't trust him.
Yeah.
And then Batgirl's like, yeah, he's kind of a douchebag. I don't like him at all.
Not at all.
And there's some girl there. But yeah, 8 out of 10. I really liked these. It was cool to see like them have the Mad Hatter, and they showed Mad Hatter at some point. They showed Clayface, which characters I really love, and it was kind of like, oh yep, villains. He's always getting out of Arkham. But my last book, I think I shared with Ooze or Peachy.
Yeah.
Was Strange Academy #2.
Yeah.
Did you read that? Is that your pick of the week?
1 and 2. I was between that one and another one, but no, it did not end up being that one.
Alright, Strange Academy #2, writing by Scotty Young, art by Humberto Ramos.
Yeah.
Edgar Delgado, which is the one you think I'm always talking about on the other side.
Yeah.
Is the colorist, and Delgado Ramos team up for the cover that I got there.
Awesome. Yeah, that was the
Tentacle
regular
porn.
cover, right?
This book is the book of the week
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like reading Harry Potter within the realm of Marvel. And there's intrigue happening, because I'm curious how it's going to tie in with the rest of the realms after what happened. But magic's fun. I like magic. I like the characters. And I'm curious how they're going to play it into it. But this was my pick of the week. I got a 9 out of 10 on it.
Nice.
That's awesome. I especially after getting done with the Umbrella Academy series, it's kind of played to me. It's a book that I don't think I would have normally been into. And I hadn't read, like I said, the first issue until today. I followed right up with the second issue, and I really dig it. I could see some parallels, between the two, but it just kind of opened me up to that type of situation, different people, a large cast, rather than, I'm kind of a lone hero guy,
Right.
whatever. But, I started with the X-Men this year, so that was kind of a gateway. But yeah, Humberto Ramos, man. One of my favorite artists, and I wasn't even open to that art style until I saw his art, and I'm like, oh, I prefer detail and like Texeria. I want freaking Jim Lee. I want all that good stuff. But yeah, his cartoony style is just super awesome. It was going to be my pick of the week.
I thought it was pretty cool. They had some pretty good art in there, and there were some points where it gets too messy, but that's okay. That just goes with Ramos's right. Sometimes it just gets really messy. Really,
there's a lot going busy.
The coloring doesn't help. Kind of makes it even more. But I like it. It comes all together. It does come together, but there are just some points where it's like, what's going on there? I can't really tell. It happens, but that's me.
Yeah.
Color blindness does that weirdness to me.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. I'm really looking to see how these characters really kind of play. But
yeah.
What do you got for us, Peachy?
I only had 3 books today. Whoops, looking in the wrong place here. X-Force #10, written by Benjamin Percy, art by Joshua Cassara, and the cover was by Dustin Weaver. Beast has kind of been running like Sting, not Sting operations, but these operations behind Jean's back. Jean's part of the team, but he's getting some, the hard stuff done behind Jean's back, and she kind of finds out, and, that comes into play in whatever Black Tom is trying to redeem himself from being bad. Whatever. Normally the X books are my go-to for a pick. This one seemed a little bland to me. There was some cool stuff going on, but if I were to put it on a scale like Sugan, I'd probably give it about a 6 or a 7 out of 10. My next book was Strange Academy #2. I already spoke a bunch about that, and yeah, I really dug the story, really dug the art. I really like all of the characters. I like the dynamic between the Asgardian and Dormammu's son Doyle.
He's come to bargain.
Yeah. Dormammu's son Doyle is rooming with an Asgardian teen, and it's just they're the odd couple. It's awesome. It was pretty great. That was another thing that I really dug about it. But I would have probably given that about an 8. 8 out of 10. But my pick of the week was Ghost Rider for many reasons. One of them being that I haven't read it in a while. I'm a big Ghost Rider fan. I really dug the story that was going on before the COVID hit and everything, and books got delayed, so I was really looking forward to it, to reading it, and it didn't let me down, you know. Like when you go to a movie you're really looking forward to and it sucks.
Yeah.
That blows. Yeah, no, it wasn't. That didn't happen. The story kind of closed with Johnny Blaze fighting Danny Ketch. They kind of stopped each other. Danny was going to kill Johnny, but Doctor Strange intervened and stopped him, and was able to like heal him. What was going on is that these demons that Johnny was trying to send back to hell, every time he gave them the penance stare and send them to hell, their evil would like absorb into him, and it was corrupting him like all kinds. So when Danny Ketch stabbed him with this like holy sword, whatever, it like purged him and like killed him, basically like fried him, and then to the point where he was almost dead. And then Doctor Strange brought him back. But it left off on another cliffhanger. There's definitely more story to come. This story kind of closed out. The big shocker at the end of the book was that Blackheart appears in Danny's bar, and he's like, "You're gonna align yourself with me, and we're gonna take care of this." Because Lilith is still trying to gain the chair in hell. So he wants to stop Lilith. Everybody wants to stop Lilith, basically.
Usually.
Yeah, and it was a really good story. I really dug it. The art was pretty good. I mean, I dug it, but there were some parts like that got muddled for me in this book. Like, you know, just hard to tell what's going on and whatever. But the story more than made up for it, which I love. You know, if you can't get the best of both worlds, it's better when one overpowers you. But yeah, Ghost Rider number 7 was written by Ed Brisson, art by Aaron Cooter, and the cover was also by Aaron Cooter as well. Cutter? Cutter. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all the books I had this week. And,
Nice.
And that closes out our review segment, and therefore this episode, for the most part,
Yeah.
we should encourage people. Oh, no, I would like to encourage people to go out and get books.
Like the books that I have next week?
What books do you have next week?
Next week, I have Death Metal number 2. I'm sorry, there's other words. What is it? Dark Knight's Death Metal number 2?
Dark
That's the
Knights.
full title. And Nightwing number 72, and that's it.
Oh, big week.
Yeah.
Really? You're not going to pick up Rick and Morty Go to Hell number 2?
It didn't show it on my
That's
list.
next week.
It was all the website was going down, so it's probably why. It said Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I'm like, that one was a big one I thought you were going to be all about.
They didn't have, they only had, like Marvel, Dark Horse.
You only get Justice League. That'll be in your slot again.
I mean, it will be.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my books for the week that I will be getting.
That you will be getting. Sudan, what books do you have this week, sir?
I'm going to be sharing Amazing Spider-Man, No 4-4, Dark Knights, Death Metal 2, Magneto, Hulk, an unfortunate Justice League. But I already know my pick of the week is going to probably be the one book I want to read next week. So, because the Amazing Spider-Man might surprise me, but might surprise me.
It does sometimes.
And DC Metal Knights. Okay, I was wrong. I
Right.
forgot about those two.
Right. I'm like, what?
Because this overpowered them. I've been waiting for this a whole week. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 51.
Nice. Okay, so it did continue. I thought it had stopped at 50.
There was just no way I didn't know, so
Right.
that was confirmation I needed. So yeah, That one's there, and then Strange Adventures, maybe. I don't know.
Nice. Yeah.
What do you got?
2 little books, both of which I share with you: The Amazing Spider-Man number 44 and Magneto, the Giant Size X-Men number 1.
Let's face it, I'm not reading that. I'm just getting it.
I'll be getting it and reading it, so it may be my pick, but more than likely it'll be Spider-Man.
Hulk,
oh, really?
I don't know.
What number is it on?
35.
Okay.
I'm getting that too! Because Mike Hawthorne's doing art in it! Oh my god, I forgot!
In what?
In Immortal Hulk number 35.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he announced it like months ago before everything closed down.
I didn't know
Damn it.
that. I guess I'll get that too. I should have kept picking up that
I was getting it
series.
before it was cool.
Oh, so was I.
It was cool, like, suddenly 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, because it's number 35. I've been waiting for number 35. I said that when I found out that I'd be getting it.
Really?
Yeah.
I should have just kept up with the series.
I haven't read it since 18.
Yeah. I haven't read
That's
any
not
of
where I'm
it,
at.
so I'm just getting it for Mike Hawthorne.
Right.
Because I miss him. I miss my superior Spider-Man. My superior octopus.
All right. Well, yeah, you guys, go to your local businesses, support them, make sure you wear your masks, be safe.
Masks.
Masks. Wear a mask. Protect your loved ones and wear a mask.
Heroes wear masks.
Oh, yeah.
And stay 6 feet apart.
And stay 6 feet apart. They do. Yeah. New airborne details about the virus from the World Health Organization are being looked at. Be safe. Be safe. Sorry. Be safe.
That's how it is on this, just so you know.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't do that a whole lot, but yeah, no, be safe, guys.
Yep.
And support local businesses. Enjoy your comic books.
Yep.
But do it safely.
Yep. If you don't know where your local comic book store is, go to comicbookstorelocator.com to figure that out. And, yeah, do delivery if you have to.
Does it work?
That's a great question.
This is not a paid sponsorship.
This is never going to.
Never.
Never. Check us out on social media.
You.
Peachy Keen 76.
You on the Insta.
Staple Together Pod on Instagram and Twitter. No, that's about it.
Yep.
Moving on.
Shoot on segment on the YouTube. Get your Pokemon fix. He's got Yu-Gi-Oh cards going now, I think, right?
What?
Magic the Gathering.
No, what? No, I have Pokemon cards and Digimon me.
Digimon, that's
Like
what it is.
Magic? I picked up some Magic decks and now I'm suddenly like...
Yeah, you're the Yu-Gi-Oh.
I just
My
wanted
bad.
the Godzilla.
Yeah, my nerd meter runs out on me.
No, Dud. It's not Magic.
You're just
Or...
doing baseball cards now? From what I
Baseball.
heard?
I actually want
Yeah.
to finish this set.
Yeah,
We talked about
yeah, I remember.
the 1990s Topps baseball
I had that full set.
with the gum. Yes.
Anyway, that closes things out for us this week. Do you have a quote for us, Una?
I've been really waiting for this. Issue 35. That's a loosely
From
translated.
us.
Quote
Yes, that's
For
from
us.
I got ahead of myself. For
God damn it.
444.
that is the code to unlock my phone. You can leave that one in. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. Wolfgang, I'm assuming it's Raby. Oh, I don't even want to read that again. Can we erase that? Because he says he's a magician.
Nope.
Magics aren't real. Yes, I read. Alright, that's it.
Alright. We'll catch you guys next week.
How are you listening then?
Magics isn't real.
Be safe. Take care. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If
you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incompetch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm, our website unstablettogetherpod.wixsite.com, and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.